Bet. We are live. We are live, family. What is up? What is up? What is up? I hope everybody is having an amazing day. A good start of the week. We got some great things for you guys. Whoever tunes in or whenever you see this, right? We're going to be going over today's just some updated news, some updated articles that we have for you guys. We're also going to be giving you guys the updates on the coin list that we had if we had $1,000 and what we put it in. And we're going to see who actually came out on top. And then we're going to actually do another video separately doing another one of those. We're going to be, doing this most likely every single week just to see, and show you guys long term ever since the start of the week of last week up until, we end them. You'll see where we are and where you could be if you start investing long term as well. Also, we'll be going over a platform that is newer, that actually is amazing right now. It's popping right now. It's actually, just getting really locked in and started. It's actually going to be a little subdivision, I guess you would say, of Ethereum, the Ethereum upgrade that we talked about last stream. And I'm going to give you guys a 50x coin that is literally so low right now that you guys could, even if it were to get up back to its top, or where it topped out at, you guys would be up. But with that understanding, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. We're at 140 now. Let's go ahead and get that to 150 during this stream. We appreciate all the new people that come on this stream. We appreciate all of the up and coming people that have been tuning in and just been following us and understanding where we're coming from. Again, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, because we're gonna have a lot more content coming out within the next couple weeks for you guys, so we can put you guys in position. And we also have a giveaway going on. If you check the description down below, we have a giveaway for a Ledger Nano S. Basically, that's what a cold storage where you can store your assets, store your cryptocurrencies, and any way, shape, or form, no one can really hack that unless they actually have your 12 keyword password and your password to get inside your ledger, and that's the only way. So that's why we tell you guys, if you do win this, or if you do end up getting one, make sure you write those things down. Do not put it on any type of laptop or phone or anything like that. Let's keep those safe. And of course, this ledger will be sent directly from the website to you, just so you know there's no catering between any of us, because we know how safe we like to have our assets and everything like that, which we're actually going to be going over something that will help you as well, keeping your assets safe too. So with that being said, guys, I want to pass this over to greatness, pass this over to my cousin. He's always on the stream with me Monday and Friday at usually at 4 p.m. Eastern. We did have to push this one back today because we do have some things going on today. But I have Pat on here. He's been doing this since 2017, guys. If you don't know him, you will know him, and he has huge amounts of value for you guys. And he's been guiding me and mentoring me through this process. And it's with his mentorship, he's actually helped me put up my portfolio even on that drop a 3 or 4x already. So with that being said, guys, I want to pass this over to Pat. Let him introduce himself. If you don't know who he is, you're gonna get to know him, and he's got tons of value for you guys. Let's get it.
What's up, everyone? Pat Kremen here. So today, the market is looking kind of like Friday. We're seeing the greens, we're seeing the reds a little bit. But that's also, I think, because there's a little bit of news coming out today, which we're going to touch base with, that definitely will slow the market up. But like you said, this is on certain tokens. The one we're actually going over, it's later on. Right, today it's down a little bit, so it's like I've been trying to get it. The only issue with today, because let's see, the market's sitting at 1.6 trillion. Bitcoin, we are a little bit below 40, but we were talking over the weekend and it's been holding that 40, so it's looking really promising. Ethereum took a nice run over the weekend. That's still staying, so that's definitely a positive. That was a good call on definitely on Friday with Joan on that one. And then we also have let's see, Dominance went down just a little bit. We're sitting at 46%, but that's all right. The market's going to go up and down. Like I said, Bitcoin will take off. There's no question on that one. Um, and then the only problem that I've been having, like with trying to get stuff over the weekend, and while prices are like so good right now, but the gas fees have just been like, they're just crazy. I mean, they've been last night, they were up over 100. I tried to purchase, I made some purchases over the weekend. But not some of the stuff I wanted. I'm waiting for these gas fees, and they've been staying up there. So hopefully that'll change very, very soon. Other than that, I think that's it on my part with the market. What I'll do is, like he said, we're gonna go over some tokens. It's one that we have talked about before, but it is, like I said, this is one I'm grabbing more of this weekend. I'm gonna be grabbing more this week. This is one like I'm definitely gonna stack. Um, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you know what I did or what I'm doing. And I let you know what I've done. Like you said, I've been doing this since 2017. I've seen the waves up, down, up, down. We've been hitting that. This market right now is pretty nice. And all we need to do is just keep it climbing on this green for a little bit. We were saying the other day, I almost would rather than have like a big uptick right away, have like a steady climb with like nice percentages. That way we can steadily take profits and just keep growing. So what's so nice with that kind of like growth is where every day, like you said, you can almost every day take a percent out or something of your portfolio. And then from there, it still's going up usually like by multiple percent. So it's a pretty cool thing, especially if it lasts months. You know what I mean? That'd be 90 days of steadily taking out a percent. So it turned out pretty good. But what we'll do next, he'll go over real quick, touch base on Bitcoin. Because like I said, I know that's dropped down a little bit. That's just probably a correction. Because 40 is going to be a sell point on people's minds, I'm sure. And then we will touch base on the news, and then we'll get into the tokens that we have for you. And then anytime you guys know, throw out some questions, and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. All right, so let me kick it back to Joan. On to you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Pat. Thank you so much for being on this stream and giving us so much value. I know. I think it was last week I did a poll in one of my chats and asked them if they wanted to, hear more about like NFT games and stuff like that. So that's something we can maybe do this week or the following week whenever we have the time. I know we're both busy individuals, so we'll come up with a time for that to dive deeper into the NFT games. I know personally, I just started playing a game called Lost Relics. I already have. I've reached like level 6 or whatever. I don't play it that much. I play it maybe like 1 or 2 hours a day. I get my NFTs on there. I already have 3 NFTs already, and I've only played for 2 days really. So with that understanding, guys, you can within the decentralized world, you're going to be able to win rewards. You're going to be able to win these NFTs and cryptocurrencies, and then you can go on the blockchain and sell these on the blockchain. So it's pretty cool just seeing how that works. But I'm going to go ahead and dive deep into the market real quick. So the market right now, like Pat said, it is sitting at about $1.62 trillion in the market. It did have a pretty steady little increase from the last time we did our stream on Friday, which is really good. Sitting at that 1.6. I told you guys we were sitting around like 1.2, 1.4 for a while, and then it finally broke out of that and cracked up 42,000. But right now, Bitcoin is sitting at about 39,800 or 39,000. Yeah, 39,800. Ethereum's right around like 2,600, which is really good because it's holding and it's sustaining support levels and resistance levels. It's actually steadily moving up while Bitcoin is kind of retracing, but that's kind of what we want to see, because if Bitcoin starts pumping, Ethereum's going to follow right behind, because like we've talked about before, the dominance level percentage wise, Bitcoin is owning, or dominance is 46% of the whole entire market, and that's out of 11,100 coins, right? So obviously everything is basically going to follow right along Bitcoin. Usually, I'd say 95% of the time, everything's going to follow Bitcoin, right? Sometimes you have those things where Ethereum kind of does its thing. It does have an upgrade coming, so I do believe that might be a result of it kind of sustaining certain levels. But I'll go ahead and show you guys some technical analysis real quick, just getting into the analysis side of things. I've been talking about it for a while, guys. I'm not that person to be like, hey, I said so, but I did say so. Just being real. But I was looking. I was like, okay, it's gonna sustain this $30,000 level. If it breaks below and closes below like 28,000, that's when we're gonna see that 24 to $20,000 Bitcoin. But I was like, I personally do not see that. We saw that big drop. Everyone was selling. The FUD was coming out. They said, Bitcoin's not sustainable. Big time institutions, big players came into play the last 10 days in a row. It was all bullish, right? So that should be proof right there that big institutions, big players, big countries, big funding corporations are coming into play, dumping in billions and billions of dollars into Bitcoin. Hence why we saw, the market cap go from like 1.2 to 1.6 in a week, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. But I told you guys we're going to crack up above 35, 36. Crack that. I said next level will be 40. I said if we crack that, we're going to be looking to our 47s to 50s, right? Just cracked 40, cracked up around like 42,000. It's giving us a nice little retracement into this support level, right? Anytime you break a resistance level, it becomes a support level. Just, market psychology. But, as you can see, we already kind of got like a little rejection to start moving back upwards. So I think in the next couple days, we can see maybe around like a $47,000 level at Bitcoin. Ethereum is really surprising to me because, while Bitcoin is making this little retracement, Ethereum's not doing that. I told you guys we wanted to see it crack around that $25,000, $26,000 level. Crack that. I said our next level would be 28. If we crack 28, we're probably going to be looking back to get back to its original price where it was. And I think it was the beginning of May. Yep, beginning of May, middle of May. We had around that that $4,000 level. So I think Ethereum is really, really holding strong right now, guys. We've been telling you guys to start buying here, buying here, buying here, buying here, buying here, buying here. Of course, we're not financial advisors, but we're just giving you guys, evidence. We're giving you guys proof. We're giving you guys fundamentals, technical analysis. We're giving you everything that could go on your side. Of course, like I said, we're not financial advisors, but everything for the bullish market to be here is on our side. Whether we like it or not, it's on our side, right? So we're back in the bull market. I talked about it maybe like 2 weeks ago. I said, hey, we're back in the bull market. Hey, we're back in the bull market. We've been saying it over and over and over again. So, maybe if you haven't, maybe it's starting to get to that time where you want to start accumulating your assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum. These are the main ones that you're going to want to accumulate. Of course, all the altcoins that we talk about, the different like XRP and Stellar and Cardano, you do want to accumulate those, but the main ones you want to accumulate right now are Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? Because those are the ones that everything else is formulating around, especially Bitcoin, right? Being a 46% dominance in the market, right? So that was really it for me. Pat, did you want me to go ahead over my news articles real quick, or did you want to hop on yours real quick?
No, go do yours.
All right, cool. So I'll go ahead into my news articles, guys. I don't have much today. I did a little bit of research, didn't really get the time to, dive too deep into it, but some really great news in regards to what's going on with cryptocurrencies, with these big institutions, MasterCard, right? I don't know if you have a MasterCard or if you have a credit card, but a lot of these credit cards out here are MasterCards. MasterCard outlines plans for cryptocurrency, stablecoins, central bank digital currency. So, they're moving into the digital age, right? They're moving into, a cashless society. We've been talking about it over and over and over again every single week. We are moving to a cashless society, right? Cash will not be a thing in the next 3 to 5 years, probably less, right? Because the way that things are moving, we talked about last week, Joe Biden or the government, they're already making tax divisions, or they're making tax requirements on cryptocurrency. And that's only if you sell, of course, right? But besides the fact, right, everything is starting to move to cryptocurrencies, right? MasterCard's CEO has outlined the company's plans to develop products and services around cryptocurrencies, stablecoins, and central bank digital currencies, right? CBDCs. I know we talked about that with like XRP and stuff like that before. We want to be playing a role across all of them. It's obviously a vibrant space around digital currencies, said the CEO. So the CEO of MasterCard is talking about this, not just random Joe down the street. This is the CEO of MasterCard, right? So that's just something to, put in perspective for you guys, that, these credit card companies, these institutions, these banks are moving towards digital currencies, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, right? Now, I know you guys heard us talk about Grayscale, right? We talk about Grayscale, if not every single week. Grayscale, right? While GBTC Bitcoin staking slows, right? So the staking of Bitcoin has slowed down a little bit. Now they're starting to accumulate different crypto assets. So I kind of wanted to touch base on what crypto assets they were looking into and starting to purchase, just so you guys know. And something I would want to know, I just saw this article, I think it was yesterday or today. Statistics from Bybit or bybt.com further show the same thing as BTC, Ethereum, and ETC, which is, I think, Ethereum coin, maybe? I don't know. Purchases have not been seen in the last 30 days, right? So they haven't been accumulating as much, because what happened? At 30K, what do you think they did? They dumped a huge amount of money into it. So if it comes right around there again, they'd probably accumulate more. I'm sure they're still accumulating it, but just not as much as they did when it hit that major support level, right? 7 days. Say again?
Ethereum Classic.
Ethereum Classic, my bad. Yeah, I don't even have that coin, to be honest with you. But 7 day stats show an increase in Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Zcash. Weekly stats also show an increase stemming from coins like Stellar, Chainlink, and Filecoin. Right? So, I just wanted to throw those out there. Just some assets that they are looking into that might be a little, I guess you would say, like a little sneak peek of what they have going on. It's pretty interesting, with Grayscale. They are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, corporations out there with cryptocurrency assets, and they're offering Bitcoin, especially to older individuals, because older individuals, they're kind of iffy because it's not in their age, right? We're in digital age with technology enhancing. It's not really them, right? Which I can understand, right? Older people are not really going to understand what's going on, because the world is just formulating so fast for them that they don't really understand it, right? So with that understanding, guys, that was the news articles I have. I'm going to pass this back to Pat. I know he had a couple things for you guys, and then we're going to get to our updates of our 1,000 coin list for you guys. But Pat, go ahead and take it over and share your news.
All right. Here, let me just share this one. Yeah, one of mine actually was even so that's one thing we don't even really go over, is the news when we do these. I like get his articles, get mine. That way we will touch base on some, but we usually have enough. So like MasterCard, that, like I said, that was one of the ones I was looking at too. It's just big. Like, it just goes to show you, the guy said it's inevitable. Like, they need to accept it. That's what the people want. It's the same thing what I was saying, like with Amazon. They can say all they want, they're not getting into crypto. You don't have a choice. Like this just, you can be on the back chain, but if you want to be number one, you don't have a choice. Those days will be over with. All right, let me pull this guy up. All right, so this one is just a tax. I just wanted to bring up another tax. So like we went on the other day, like we're going to hear a lot more on the taxes, right? Like the IRS is not going to miss out on this. There's too much illegal activity that could be going on. And basically, this is another thing. It says new crypto bill in U.S. Congress is the most comprehensive yet. So they are going to, which this is good and bad. You know what I mean, right? It slows things up. This is why also, like when articles come out like this, you might see the market sit sideways or go down a little bit for days. Like people get scared with taxes. For some reason, some people want to avoid them. I mean, it does suck. We got to pay them, but guess what? We got to pay them if you live in the United States. It's just part of the game. You just got to accept that. But it's also good though, because it's just showing you that the country knows this is coming, and they're preparing for it, and they have to. We just got to hope nothing happens like with certain regulations and all that. It's going to slow us down. But the cool thing is this technology is so new that I don't think it'll happen that fast. I mean, it shouldn't. I don't know how they can keep up with it right away. And I think that's also what they're a little bit afraid of. So we're going to keep hearing stuff on news on the news about taxes, and you're going to keep hearing stuff with like the SEC. That stuff we definitely need to pay attention to, because like that does affect us, especially if you're in the United States. If you're not, you can probably still get all this stuff. But like I said, that is a reason the market will go up or down sometimes, especially if it's some big stuff. So that's just the one I wanted to pay attention to. And then let's go over to all right, over here. So there's just Ripple in Japan. So it's another big company. So Ripple, XRP, one we've been talking about. So basically, they're going to be working with a large Japanese money transfer provider, and it also a Philippine crypto exchange. Ripple XRP is going to, once they get finished with the SEC, just watch what happens with them. Like you said, they're a good project. They've been around for a while. They've just been dealing with a lot of stuff. And it looks like it's going to be their time to shine. So more and more news will steadily come out with Ripple. So keep your eye on XRP. It is a good token. It's hard to get if you're in the US. If you're not in the US, I'm sure you can very easily get it once again. But we've showed ways that you can pick it up, where you can pick it up on other videos. You can go check that out. But XRP is a project we are looking into, and we have. So that was news I wanted to pick up. That, I think, is it. Yeah, that's it for my news. I know we got, like you said, let's go over.
Yeah, real quick. We had something. We had, I guess you would say a what do I call it? Like a add on to what you were saying about the tax and everything. He said, just move out if you don't want to pay taxation. That's what most entrepreneurs and even doctors researching are doing a lot of right now. And that's the thing. Like, as entrepreneurs, you're gonna have to pay those taxes back. But think about it. Why do you think Floyd Mayweather doesn't pay taxes? Why do you think Trump hasn't paid taxes for a while? Like, these people are very smart and they know the loopholes. So as entrepreneurs, they know with assets, if you don't sell them at certain points, you're not going to get taxed. But as entrepreneurs as well, if you're an independent business owner or you have an LLC, you also have tax write-offs, right? So, if you're an entrepreneur, there's so many loopholes that you can go through to not have to pay as much taxes back, or even get money back, depending on what you're doing and how you go about it, and making sure if you do have, an accountant, they're trustworthy. They're not just trying to get your money. So that's just something to think about. But real quick, we can go into our coin list. I actually want you to go first. I want to see what your update is on your coins, and then I'll bring mine out. I haven't checked mine today either, so we'll have to. Hey, we'll just have to see.
Down, mine cannot be pretty. I had a lot riding on Bitcoin. Here, hold on. Let me pull this up. Am I logged in? Yeah, I should be. All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully I'm still in the live positives. Oh, it went down a little bit. So I'm up 68 bucks. Which
real quick,
isn't too bad. I mean, like, you got to think that's what, I mean, it's nothing great with some of the numbers that we're going to see in the next, once this thing starts pumping. But compared to like regular stuff, I mean, you figure we did that Friday afternoon. It's early Monday. So in 3 days, made almost 7%. Not too bad.
Hey, you ain't getting that with stocks.
No, you ain't getting that. I mean, that's not bad. 7%. Growth is growth. You know what I mean? As long as it's in the green, I'm happy. Plus, like I said, that's all promising projects. And what we're going to do with these is each week. So like you said, not on today, but we're going to make another video for later today. We're going to pick this week's picks. but each week we're going to keep these in our portfolio. That way, once we hit like these markets and all, you guys will be able to see how all these different platforms, how all these different picks are working. Because each week I'm not going to keep picking the same. I'm going to always switch my tokens up just to keep it interesting. But every token that I'll be using is going to be a project that I am either already have or that I'm going to be getting. So that's how I'll put my stuff. So it's either going to be, but I will keep switching mine up all the time. I might always keep like one of the top two, but that's one thing I just wanted to fill you in. So we will put that out every Monday, but that's going to be a completely separate video, and then it'll always be reviewed on our live show. All right, let me stop sharing mine, and then you can go over to yours. All right, go ahead.
Bet. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get to mine. So let's see. I haven't looked at mine today. Let's see who actually won this week. If we're doing a little competition. But hey, at the end of the day, we're still up. I know I'm up. I'm just not sure how much. So we'll go to the portfolio real quick. Just look at the $1,000 portfolio. I know Ethereum's been pumping, so that probably helped me a good bit. Yeah. So let's see. I didn't even
click on mine. I gotta click on mine though. I forgot to click on it and show what's doing what.
You're good. I'll give it back to you. Let's see. So. All right, cool. So we're up $120, right, on the $1,000 portfolio. 12%, right? So Ethereum, right? I put in, what was it, 250? I think I put in 250. No, I put in 300.
It'll say right on there. It should.
I put in about. Okay, I did 350, right? I did 350 in Ethereum, so I'm up about $50. Bitcoin, I am down about 26 cents. So that didn't really move too much from where we were. Chainlink, I invested about 150, so I'm up about $32 on that specific crypto. XRP was one I put in. I'm up about $7.40, so I put in about 150 in that one, and then I put in about $100 in Polkadot, and that's pretty good. A 27% gain on that. That's not bad. That's pretty good, So that's just, the cryptos that we would have invested into. When did we do this video?
Friday. We did on Friday.
Was it Thursday? I think we did them Thursday. I thought we
put it Thursday or Friday.
Okay, it might have been Friday. I'm not exactly sure. But with that understanding, guys, you guys see, you guys can make $100 in a week. That's $400 in a month. Some people don't even make that at their job sometimes. But that's just something to look at. That's just something to be aware of $1,000, $1,100, or $100 in a week or less than a week. That's pretty good. 27% gain, 15% gain on Ethereum, 28% on Polkadot, 21% on Chainlink. XRP was about 5%. And then Bitcoin was kind of just basically like break even. So, it's just something to keep in mind, guys. It's all gonna work, and long term, you're gonna look back at this. We're gonna bring these up later down the road and be like, look, you could be up $5,000 in 2 months. Just doing percentage wise. That's it's just looking good. You know what I mean? So. Never too late to start investing. But did you want to share yours real quick?
Yeah, let me just pop these up real quick. I just pulled them up because actually two of my main ones are ones that you didn't have, so that kind of works for them to see.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, Bitcoin we know didn't do nothing. I had Ripple, so I had the same as him on that, except for the positions. But I called out Energy Web Token. That hit almost a 16% gain. So that made me pretty much what I say, $68. So that made me almost half my money right there. And then Alchemist had a 15%. So Alchemist and Energy Web Token were my two biggest, and then Matic got a 4%. Ripple hit that 5, yeah, and Bitcoin didn't do a whole lot. But that's all right. That's this week. We'll see what happens on next week. All right, what do you want to go into? You want to go into your token, and then we can go into the one, and then we'll go into the the final project?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that real quick. So, the platform actually that we recently just discovered, which I'm gonna say upset, but I'm kind of blown about. I wish we would have known it way before, and I'll show you guys why. It's called Rocket Pool, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Rocket Pool. I'm not sure how new it is. But I'll go ahead and type it in here on CoinMarketCap for you guys. Rocket Pool. There we go. RPL is the ticker. If you guys are interested in looking into this, it's called Rocket Pool. It's ranked number 255. If you look on CoinGecko, it's actually ranked 150, if I'm not mistaken. 150, 175. Sorry, 175, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool. They're two different sides to look at, I guess you could say. But Rocket Pool is sitting at about $14.88. The thing that really excites me, which I'll go into here in a second, but the total supply is 18 million, about 18 million. That's very, very, very low compared to if you look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin at?
It's the same as Bitcoin, so that just shows you the growth potential.
So
but
it's
no,
sitting.
I'm saying that's low. Like if you look at it like Ethereum, it's got probably what 120 million, 110 million.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like things like that. Like it's a very low cap, and it's so early that if we were to get these, that's just like getting Bitcoin at $15. Like really think about that, right? And I'm not saying that's going to be that big. It could be, but that's just the potential that it could possibly have. But if you look back last year, beginning of last year, back in January, this thing was sitting at about 50 to 60 cents average, right? And then the beginning of this year, it was sitting at about $3. It already touched up about $25, about 23, $25, and then it reached back down to about $7, and now it's sitting at about 14. So it's already 2x from that last retracement. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely do your research. I'll go ahead into the website here in a minute, but basically all it is a decentralized staking pool, right, for Ethereum. So once, like we talked about before, Ethereum has a new update sometime this week, possibly this week, most likely this week. It will be going into this, this live mainnet with Ethereum. So once Ethereum is live, right, ETH 2.0, once it's live, that's when the staking pool will actually be, live and up and coming, right? But the mainnet actually just launched today, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I'll go into the website for you guys and show you guys the testnet. Sorry, the testnet was launched today, or yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll pull up that tweet here in a second. But like I said, it's a decentralized Ethereum 2.0 staking protocol, right? So once Ethereum is completely live, once Ethereum, the I can't remember, it's like EP 1500 something. I can't remember the number, but once
1159.
What is it?
1159.
1159. There we go. Right. Once that is launched, once that is live, this will be completely live, right? And this will explode. If you already see Ethereum kind of, securing those levels, no big retracements or anything like that, you can see steadily this thing is going to be moving up right with it. So this is something to look into. We got to do deeper research and kind of look more into it. We don't know too much, but shout out to Chico Crypto. He's the one that actually showed us this platform. He's actually great information over there, but he's talked about this ever since it was a couple dollars, if I'm not mistaken. But let me go ahead into the tweet real quick and show you guys what they just said in their tweet. They came out and said that it was launched, right? Our official Prater testnet just launched an hour ago. So this was yesterday, right? Come and experience decentralized liquid staking with our ETH, or run a node in the protocol using our smart node stack. Staking has never been this easy, decentralized, and trustless, right? So This is something to really, really, keep in perspective. Like I said, this thing is only sitting at 18 million supply. There's already out 10 million. So once 8 million is picked up, no longer. You can no longer pick them up, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So that's just something to, realize. This is another platform. I know we've talked about staking, we've talked about loans, we talked about that. If you do not know what that is or how that works, go back to the one that talks about you know, financial freedom or whatever it is, where we talked about staking. Just go back to our last video, or we'll go ahead and put that in the description after this live. Check that out and let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested in getting into staking and you need help, just reach out to one of us. We can definitely help you throughout that process. I know Pat has recently just started, staking more assets, staking more cryptocurrencies. I personally have not got into the staking part yet. I know a lot about it. I don't know what's holding me back, so I'm going to start looking into that these next couple weeks, because I know some of the assets that I'm going to be staking or something are all long term. So that's something just to be aware of. But with that being said, right, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to Pat and let him talk about our 50x coin, guys. If you guys are not familiar with this project, it is one of the biggest projects that we see in our eyes. That could be huge. It's going to be huge in our opinions. It's actually lower from where we actually last time talked about. We've actually talked about this coin before, but we wanted to bring it up to you guys again because the amount of coins that you can get for the amazing project that it is and the technology and what's behind it, it's going to blow your mind. So Pat, go ahead and take it over, man.
All right, real quick before I even get to that, on that, let me just explain something with that rocket pool. So the reason like you have pools with especially if like you're gonna stake Ethereum, so like to do your own staking with Ethereum, you need to have 32, which is quite a bit of Ethereum. It's costly right now. So in order to do that, for people that don't have that amount and still want to be part of the game and still get part of that staking money, they run pools all together. And this is, like you said, this is the first like decentralized one. So I know we said we were going to do a video and like go over staking a lot more today, but I want to get like a little deeper into that platform. Because like you said, their testnet just started today. I want to check that one out. And then I've put this weekend tons and tons and tons of hours in going over staking and farming and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I am 100% ready, I will have that. I did not forget about that. I know everybody's interesting, but it's definitely a lot of research involved with that. All right, but let me go over. Let me share the screen. All right, so we're gonna go back over Poker Cover. We've been over this one a while ago, and we're gonna go over this again. This is one that I have a feeling should take off long term. The growth, just going back to where it was, is great. It was already over $2. Where are we sitting at? 229. All right, so right now you're getting it at, you can get it at, let's say 13 cents. The only problem is, so this was one of the ones I was going to pick up this weekend. Gas fees are just expensive. So this is pretty much available on swaps. So you got to go to Uniswap, Mystex. I would recommend checking out Mystex, mainly because you'll see them fees ahead of time. The fees are brutal right now. So unless you're purchasing a bunch, like this is not a time to go purchase like $50 of this, because you might have a $50 fee. If you're purchasing like 500, 1,000, something like that, the cost average comes down quite a bit. You might be willing to do it. But if you're only getting a little bit, you might want to just hold off until, always check on the top of CoinMarketCap. It's not always on CoinGecko. Top of CoinMarketCap, always on the top right, has gas fees. It tells you that number. Number I always shoot for is like low teens to single digits. When it's in that like 20, 30, like I said, I think now it's sitting at like 50. Last night I saw it over 100. That doesn't mean if you see it at 120, that don't mean it's going to be a $120 fee. But that means you're going to pay a lot of money in fees. So keep away from them numbers unless, like I said, if you're acquiring a ton, because the gas fee doesn't change. It's the one-time transaction fee. So if you're buying a ton, like I said, and it makes sense with your cost average, go for it. But for what I was going to purchase, just because I picked up some other stuff, I was just going to grab a little. And once I saw the fees, I held off. But like I said, this isn't financial advice. I'm just letting you know a project that I'm hot on right now. And I have been getting some. And I'm going to keep on getting these until these should, like I said, go back to normal with $2. So we got big money if you're just getting this return. So what this is dealing with a project that we've talked about a lot. This runs on Polkadot. And then from Polkadot, here, let me pull up their website. It's called Polka. So what this is going to be an insurance platform, but it's going to be the first one that's running off of being built on Polkadot. It's going to be the first in DeFi. So you're going to be able to, they're coming out, you're going to be able to get insurance for all different things now. So one of the biggest problems is hacking. People are very cautious coming into this game. So that's another big part of this holdup. When you hear that, and especially like if you go onto an exchange, anyone who's tried to transfer money, transfer tokens, purchase tokens, when you transfer from out from an exchange to a wallet and stuff, and you got to copy and paste them keys and all, and you see that little warning that says, make sure this is the correct address. Once these are lost, they cannot be recovered. That scares the hell out of a lot of people, and rightfully so. If you know what I mean, like even when I hit copy and paste, if I'm transferring a lot, I still double check them numbers like nonstop. Like it's just, it's insane because you're worried that if one number's off and you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I can lose my money that easy. But right now that also shows you how early we are in this, like that technology and that stuff's not there yet. But this is insurance. So this is basically going to help cover with that kind of stuff, with hacking, any form of insurance. I mean, it'll go so much as they're going to get into every kind of insurance. But I'm looking at it more on my end right now with even helping cryptos and just this economy with this needs to grow. There's not having insurance is a scary thing when you're dealing with a lot of money. People would much rather put a little bit and have some kind of insurance, you know what I mean? Knowing that your product's going to be delivered fine. Same with you do when you buy something very expensive. You pay for that insurance when you get something you buy expensive electronics, something like that. Same kind of thing. This is insurance, but this is in this game, in our world now. From here, let me pull up, because I don't want to go crazy into what they're doing. I'm kind of explaining that they are going to have the insurance for everything. That's what they are providing with this one. They're going to be all over, and they're the first to address this issue. So I like that, because one of the things I was saying with Jonah is being the first, even if you're not necessarily going to be the longest lasting, the best, usually the first, people are going to use it just because you're the only one available. So, until something better comes out, this coin, once it should start pumping. And they're going to come out with an app that you can do everything right from your phone, right from your smartphone. So from here, I'm going to pull up their Twitter real quick. I always check this just because this is where most companies put their stuff out first. This, Telegram. So this is usually the easiest way to see what's popping off. So here, this is just letting you know their app is already, their demo app, it's coming out. That was a couple months ago. So what was that? April? So they're already having this stuff testing. It's ready. It's going to be taking off. This is why I want to, like, I know, like I said, we went over this probably a few months ago. If you check back before this, I know it was before this app was even live. So now that it's live, you can go in, check it out, see what you think. And then from there, if you just scroll down, you'll just start to see all the different partnerships that they start having. But I mean, it goes every little one. It's just, look, wallet exchange hacks, like insurance is needed. We know that. Over here. So this is like all their things that they're working with. So on exchanges, as we saw, this is the one that I wish had a ton more. But also, if it had a ton more, we wouldn't be able to get it this cheap. There's no way. So while it's this cheap, if you like this project, you might consider getting some. But like I said, this is one that I definitely have. They're on, they're working with Binance chain integrating. So they're going to be able to, the reason they need to be on all these different chains is now that way they can offer their insurance project to every token there is, which is great. Chain links involved. As you can see, like the other thing, what I do is I spent over the weekend while I was looking, and I click and I check on every single one of these companies. I've went over this one in a video before, Uno Re. So that's also like a reinsurance where you can take part of the insurance. So rather than the insurance company take all the risk, they can give some of it out and you can participate in that. Depending on the risk factor, you get paid back more money. And on their advisory board is Poker Cover. So Poker Cover's working with some very big projects. And they're steadily growing. Like that's one thing I like. They are active on Twitter, which I love seeing. And like I said, as they go down, it's just more and more and more news. It never stops. They stay very, very active. Insurance. And then, like I said, being the first, it don't necessarily mean they're going to be the best. It doesn't mean they're going to last forever. But I see it as an opportunity to make some money. Once companies can and exchanges can let you know that they're completely like your money's insured. You know what I mean? Like you got to think, even our banks right now, we're only insured for up to $250,000. Like this way, you're allowed to, like, you pick your policies. So you can insure your stuff for as much as you want. This is, like I said, this is going to be, let me pull up the team real quick. But long shot, this is going to be, and when I say long shot, it's just because like this market cap is still super low and it's hard to get right now. It's not on exchanges. It's only on the swaps. This is a project I'm looking like long-term to hold. But I will take profits as soon as it even gets back to its all-time highs. I mean, as you say, that's going to be like a 15 to a 20x. But the guys they work with have been in insurance forever, 10 plus years. Senior leader role in a company started up. Those are worth valued over $1 billion. Who's this guy? Let's see, 10 years of operation. I know we went over a bunch of these. I think we went more in depth even. We started clicking on our other video when we went through all these. But so this guy's already worked. So this blockchain lead, he's even worked with other, like that's another crypto company. So he creates he creates banking dApps for the largest banks in all of Dubai. So like they definitely have some good guys. The reason they're not ringing any bells to me is none of these are from the United States. So they're not like the companies and that kind of stuff. But you have to remember, this isn't like investing in our stock market and this is talking to the people in the United States, like now we're going global. That's why these can get so big. Like you see how stocks are based in the US. Now multiply that to a global scale. And that's what we're dealing with. But this is going to be, I would say this is like my number one long shot pick. That's not a like top 200 or 300 coin. This is the one I'm going to stack the most. and I will definitely keep you updated. Like I said, if you wanted to get this, you can go on to, I would go right to here. I'm not on it, Mistex. Just so you see it, so you don't go to any kind of wrong exchanges or anything. Mistex. As you can see, Alchemist, that was one of my picks for this week. That was one of my biggest gainers for this week. So Alchemist is a project we also reviewed that we like a lot. Another one available on a swap. This one created its own swap on this. So what's nice with this one, if you've used a swap before, Uniswap, any of those, you get those high gas fees. Like I said, and that's what gets you bad is the gas fees. What's neat with this one is when you type these in, let me see if it'll link to my wallet. Yeah, it will. All right. So if I would want a token, let me see, because I only have a little bit in here because I purchased some stuff. Let me get a cheap one. Say I wanted to purchase. So I got 1,000 in this wallet for this. Down here, you see this miner? It tells you this fee is going to cost me $25. Now, what's cool with Mistex, if you did this on Polkadot and you hit the button and tried to figure out what your fee is going to be, you already just paid a fee. And then if you don't like that fee and you cancel that transaction, you're going to pay another fee. And if it goes through, you're paying a fee. So the gas fees add up. What's cool with Mistex is it lets me know this. If I don't want to pay $28 of a fee to swap this, and if you stay on this site and watch this, it'll steadily go up and down, just like those gas fees will. But this will let you know what you're getting ahead of time, and you can cancel right on out. To have that, you need your MetaMask wallet. Back in our very beginning videos, we showed you how to create them. You link them right up in this corner. And then as soon as you get some assets, like I said, this is just some stuff I was picking up over the weekend, but normally when you get assets on stuff like this, send them right off to your wallet. So I'll later on today, I'll send that batch over to the wallet. If these gas fees go down, I'm going to get some more. Send them over to my wallet. I wouldn't keep a lot on MetaMask if you're using it a ton. I just that's why we're also doing the giveaway with Ledger. I keep a lot of stuff on there, and I have a lot of different wallets. I keep my stuff in a couple of different places. But I just wanted to show you how you can grab these. And if you do want to, like I said, you need some Ethereum. It'll make it easier. Put some Ethereum into your MetaMask. Go right over to this swap. Type in the code. If the code is not there, if when you go here, if it's not there and you need this address, just remember, you can always get the addresses right off of CoinMarketCap, right down here on the contract numbers. That's going to be the address. You would just copy this address, put it right here, and then it would allow you to add whatever you're trying to add to your portfolio. So I wanted to add CRV, type it in, and like I said, it's going to let you know how much you're paying, and you can go from there. But like I said, that's another project that I'm going to be picking up some more of. Because it also only has 40 million of them in circulation, 137 million in max supply. So if this becomes a successful token, it should reach multiple digits. And I mean, you figure a 10x is $1.20. So even if we just go to a 12x is like 100. So this token definitely can get to those kind of numbers if it's a successful project, because the circulating supply is so low. So keep your eye out on this project. Follow us if you like this project. Any questions, ask me about them. But this is one, like I said, we have done before. I just wanted to bring it back out. So like when this thing's up there, like Jonas said, I don't necessarily like to say I told you so, but this is one we're going to come back to these videos, and I'll show you that they were 12 cents. And when they're up a whole bunch, we're going to say that's why you guys have to check out Crypto Cliffnotes and keep following us and keep up with all of our social medias. Because like as this market stays green and more green, you will see more of us and more of us. Like if this market goes and hits a crazy bull run, I'll probably get on here every day just so nobody misses out. I want everybody to have this opportunity. If you're sitting here watching us and you take the time and follow us, hopefully, if you're doing what we're doing and our portfolio is going up, yours is going up. So we can ride this all together. So definitely keep up with us. Give us a like. Please get us that follow. We're trying to crack that 150 number. Let me pass this back to Jeremy to see if he had any questions or anything he wanted to throw in.
No, man, that's really it. That's a really good project that I've been personally looking into, and I actually already have. I'm definitely gonna start continually picking them up consistently, especially if they're only at 12, 13 cents. That's a steal. I was picking those up early, even at like a 30 or $40 or 40 cent like average rate. But now I just gotta go ahead and capitalize on that cost average rate and go ahead and get those ASAP. But that's really it, guys. We gave you guys the most exclusive news. We gave you guys everything that you really need to understand about how the market's moving right now. We gave you guys a new platform that you guys can keep a lookout on if you're interested. That was Rocket Pool. RPL is the ticker, and then Polka Cover with CVR is the ticker for that specific cryptocurrency. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you see this video or if you're on this stream, go ahead and ask them. If you do like this video and you got some type of value, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and turn those notifications on, because like he said, you're gonna get a lot of up-to-date information on this in this crypto market. We're gonna help you guys capitalize, and hey, we're gonna capitalize it, but it's up to you, right? So with that being said,
hold up. So like you said, another reason you might want to pop that notification on later on today, we are going to have those top what to do with the next $1,000. So if you want to be top on that, see what we're picking while this market's kind of like we said today, instead of for Monday being completely green, there's a little red. Never know what we're going to call out. If you would have put together between a mixture of me and his, you guys could have hit out real nice. But check that out. Hit that notification button. That way you can see us later. We will have that video out later today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But other than that, guys, that is another episode of Crypto Cliff Notes. We will see you guys on, if we don't, of course, check out our new videos. They're going to be coming out through the week. But we'll see you guys Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. If something changes, we'll let you guys know.